welcome to the second episode of Ladies in Tabletop. I'm here with the amazingly talented Rachael Blaske. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Blaske.
Blaske. All right, there we go. So Rachael and I first met at PAX when we played Lots.
Yes.
Which is pretty awesome. Thank you, Zach, for letting us play Giant Lots. We played with Rose. It was great.
Yes, Zach is awesome. I love that man. He was my launch buddy for Mint Cooperative. We launched at the exact same minute, and we were just on Facebook Messenger back and forth going, "Oh my gosh, are you ready? Okay, we're gonna do it now." So
I love it. Like ready, click.
Yes, exactly. And we're just like cheering for each other. Go, go, go.
I feel like it worked out though because you both did super well on your Kickstarters.
I'm pretty happy with how it went.
6,679 backers on Mint Cooperative. Like, that's magical. How?
It was pretty cool. I mean, I do not take credit for that at all. My husband put in the time beforehand. Like, I kind of came in and he just had it all working for me. Oh, hey, he even brought me my iPad or my computer. Hang on a second. I am gonna get this. I'm gonna get this shared for you. I promise.
Thank you. No worries.
Here, go make. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Talk amongst yourself. The Industrial Revolution was neither industrial nor revolutionaries. Discuss. Best SNL skit ever. I miss Coffee Talk. Hi, Katie, Randall, and hi, Brian. Thanks for watching.
I don't even know. How do I see all these things? I need to pull it up on my computer, but I need to mute it before I do that. That's a bad idea.
Rachel, I don't know if you saw this, but Zach said that Cooperative was a killer campaign. That's really awesome, Zach. 1, thanks for watching. 2, that's an awesome compliment to give her.
Zach! I love Zach.
Like, something that's awesome about the gaming community is everyone is super, super supportive. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. Hi, Amy. Thanks for tuning in. I like saying tuning in, like we're on TV or something.
Yeah, totally.
Tuning in.
Okay, so I'm looking at Kara the Blonde Unicorn that is live now, and I see nothing, so I'm just going to have to pull it up here or something. The ever so famous Rachael Blaske. I think you were very, very confused. Wow.
I don't think I am.
Wow.
I don't think so. You're a big deal. Okay. I'm like very humbled that you are willing to talk to me.
Oh my god. Like I said, we're very chill. I'm leaning a circle light on my legs right now for lighting. We are so chill. Okay, so
I like chill folks.
Uh-huh.
I'm wearing leggings right now, so rocking the comfy pants.
That's awesome. I did put on jeans today because I had appointments.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. I know. I had to take my children to all the doctors. I mean, why not? My chiropractor actually texted me and said, "Hey, I want all of you to come see me." And I was like, "Okay, well, that's cool. I can do that."
Dude, chiropractors are the best.
I've had the same one for like 10 years. And so he's just like, "Rachael, it's been too long."
I've been seeing the same one for 3 years now. Yeah. Like once every 4 to 5 weeks. You go. It's awesome.
I can now see some of the comments because I can't see those on my phone. But I see Zach asking about my hair.
Yes. I mean, when I met you, you had beautiful red hair. And then you sent pictures and they were blonde. And then I was looking at Mint Cooperative and you had beautiful purple hair.
I sure did.
I dig it.
I mean, I waited till my late 30s to actually get excited about hair color. I don't know what the deal is. But if I have a reason to dye my hair fun fashion colors, why not? Because then people are like, "Rachael, why is your hair the color that it is?" And I'll be like, "Oh, let me tell you."
I'd be like, "Well, why isn't it?"
I know. I'm like, "Hey, so something is launching, and we should talk about that."
Right?
Speaking of.
So I've got some little talking points. Yes, we're definitely going to hit on that one. So 524 Labs. Is that your company?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And how did you guys come to be founded and all that jazz. Tell me that story.
All right. So my story starts with, I believe it was 7 years ago now. My husband, Justin, was into BGG design contest, and he had previously been able to publish a game called Area 1851. And what are you doing? And Area 1851 was published through Game Salute at the time. That's what Tabletop Tycoon is now.
Okay.
And so he had just like the very beginnings of things, and he decided that he was going to participate in the Mint Tin contest on BGG, and it did okay, but he decided he wanted to take it to Kickstarter, and it did well. And he worked really hard, got followed all there's like the Kickstarter Bible by like Jamie Stegmaier. And he followed everything, and it went pretty well. And then Mint Delivery kind of did the same thing later. And then during all of this, I was hating board games. I despised board games because they were taking my husband away from me. He was so busy.
Same.
And I did not understand all the things that were behind it. And so, that kind of changed, because after Mint Delivery, it got to be a little bit bigger than what we could handle. And so I kind of saw him wearing, the stress was going down, so I asked him if I could help. And I just went into it thinking, if I can help people, then I'm doing this to help him, and I'm doing this to help the backers that, are needing some attention, and I'm wanting to help with all of this stuff. And I just kind of have always tried to keep that in mind. And then I kind of fell in love with everything.
That's awesome. And I definitely understand and feel that. When Brian started, I was like, why is this more important than me? And then become the gig. So I get it.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So you guys are a publishing company. Do you do particularly just your games, or do you do other people's games?
Well, we recently became publishers of other designers' games with Mint Cooperative.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Yes, it was Justin's, all of Justin's designs, and then we ended up being pitched a game by John Gilmore and Brian Lewis, pre-Dinosaur Island, and
there you go.
And I'm glad we said yes.
There you go.
And so that was kind of where we went. And then Mint Control is going to be another one of Justin's. And then who knows what the future is holding.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Katie says I'm the best, but she's wrong.
Because you haven't met Katie. I can't argue because I haven't met Katie yet. So.
Katie is the best. I'm just saying Katie is the best.
Oh, is Katie also in the whole tabletop world?
Oh, yes. She is one of the owners of Exocrate Games that does British versus Pirates. Oh, and nice. She is an incredible designer also. She's working on this amazing game called Dragon's 9 that is so, so good. It's like got the Chinese dragon type. Oh, I'm trying to get it signed.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything that you're working on?
Oh, that seems like a leading question. Like I should hold this up or something. Oh, I just got these.
Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is.
Isn't this? I
actually,
so I ordered these off of the Game Crafter because they did their Mint Tin contest recently, where they added tins to their repertoire products.
They have a lot of stuff going on.
They do. And so they added these, and that actually, a lot of people don't realize that Mint Tin cards don't fit like standard size. So
not at all.
You have to get Mint Tin card sizes, and we just always made our own or had to custom order them, and now they have them. So I was like, JT.
Thank you, Game Crafter.
I know. I love you for doing this. This is so cool. and
That's
they
awesome.
print on them. So my prototypes now look legit. They're not stickers on tins anymore.
Like, that looks pretty legit
I
there.
know. It's so fancy, and oh my goodness.
I don't know if you
So,
can see these real fast, Rachel. I'm dying at these comments. Katie
oh,
said, "Who let Rachel on here?" And Jeremy Howard, "Who is Rachel? Who is Katie?"
oh my God.
You
See, I
guys in
told
these
you.
comments, I'm dying
Nobody.
and I love it. Keep it up. I love it.
Oh my
So tell
gosh.
me a little bit about Mint Control. What kind of game is it?
Okay, so mint control is okay, so don't hate me because I'm not really like in pitch mode right now because I have
Um,
not been at a
no
con
worries.
in a hot minute. But basically, you have these cute little cards and you are trying to use these actions um to kick people off. Like to you're trying to take control of a certain I don't know where's the thing. Hang on. It's buried under a whole mess of mints. And Jeremy, this is coming to your inbox here soon too, by the way. Hey there, awesome folks. Hey
Hi,
there, Jeremy Howard.
Jeremy.
Guys are like this. So they have these cute little mints,
Oh my
like they're
gosh.
candies.
That
And
is,
then,
hi, Michael. That is so cute. I'm
yes.
dying.
And so, like, if I want to take over the black market, I have to put my color of candies on it. And then if I take over, then we win. And you can obviously kick people off. And that's my favorite part because I really like I'm so competitive. It's ridiculous. And I don't even mean to be like I really don't care if I win, but man, when I'm in it, I want to win.
Right? Like, same. Usually I'm pretty laid back, but
Mhm.
sometimes you're in that mode.
Yeah, especially when I'm playing a bunch of big gamer guys, I'm all like, "What's up? I just beat
Right?
you."
Like, flex on them.
I know I'm like
Like,
weird flex, but okay,
got some
as my
muscle
6th grader would say, weird flex, but okay.
right? Brian says, "Can you do a full live playthrough right now?"
Dude,
Who, Brian,
in
who's
my
she gonna play with?
yeah, I know. I'm like, we haven't finished solo mode quite yet, dude.
Well,
Oh
are
my
you guys
goodness.
working on a solo mode? Are
What? Oh
you
yeah.
working on a solo? That's
Oh yeah.
awesome.
It's in the finishing stages, so I'm like I am going to be emailing everybody. I'm like, "Oh my gosh. Down to the wire, people. Trying to do too much over the holidays and like at home stuff. That's crazy stuff. Like I ended up unexpectedly homeschooling my daughter, so that's kind of just been let's throw that into the mix too, right?
You're like, let's have your own company, do that. I love like all of the live play
I
changing that's
know.
happening. This is hilarious.
Thanks,
When are
Michael.
you guys going to Kickstarter with Mint Control?
Ooh, March 3rd.
That's coming so fast.
You are not kidding. Like, I'm
So
gonna
fast.
blink. I was talking to Bree Goldman today. We were just catching up, and I was like, so, she's like, what do you have going on? I'm like, well, I'm planning my local convention, which is about 3 days before my Kickstarter goes live, which is about a week before Gamma. So not much. And I'm homeschooling, and I'm, a mom, and all the things.
Right? Like you don't have a lot going on at all. You're totally
No,
like easy breezy. Can do it
freedom.
all.
Right? Exactly. Yes,
Oh
March 3rd. It is.
my, that's
I
crazy. That's so quick.
Yeah, I know. Well, I really like pushing the alliteration because since we're kind of global, I get real annoyed when I have to like write out March 9th or like whatever all the time because since they do their month, day, month out of order
Yeah.
to us, it's just 3-3.
It's easier.
Yes, exactly. So when we
Easier.
launched Mint Cooperative is 9-9.
There you go.
Uh, there we go. I mean, it's really easy. I'm like, okay, from now on, 3399, we're good.
Right? That makes sense. When I
Mm-hmm.
was looking at your Kickstarter earlier, I noticed that it says EU friendly, Canada, and Australia friendly, and I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're actually going to be in distribution down there and in the UK. It's
That's awesome.
crazy. Oh my gosh, Jeremy, tell us about your hair journey. Well, these are the roots that are growing out, my dear.
I love this. So Michael
Oh,
wants to know, are you trying to do 2 to 3 games a year?
well, we are trying to do at least 2 a year. Yes, we're gonna have to build the team a bit more to do 3 a year, but I am trying to do 3, 3, 9, 9 for this year, and then next year we'll do 3, 3, and 9, 9, and then I have lofty grandeur dreams, like for 2, 2 of 22, because that's gonna break the mold just a bit.
That's so many twos. Just go for it.
I know. I'm like, it's coming. I might as well capitalize on that. 2, 2, 22.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I really like it, and it's going to be very satisfying to write that out.
Oh, I know. And I'm just like, okay, in a serious note with my kids. So my kids, we adopted them in 2015, 3 of the 4, and then we have 1 biological child. And our world is like mental health and just like we deal with trauma and things like
Okay.
that. And so
That's
my
rough. I'm
world,
sorry.
that's okay. My world lives happily if it is predictable. And so, because we have to be in routine all the time and things like that. And so, anytime I can come up with predictability, I
Mm-hmm.
know that other people can count on it. And that's kind of just like who I am, is just pretty reliable person. So
I like
like,
it. I
yeah,
like
we're
it.
predictable. From now on, everybody knows they're going to get some minty freshness on 3, 3, and 9, 9 for the next 2 years.
So there you go, world. Look forward to it on 3, 3, and 9, 9.
Yes,
Mark it on
exactly.
your calendars.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a
Oh my
little
gosh.
mint,
Yes,
little hearts.
and then massive, massive hearts on 2, 2, 22. Because I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing with that yet, but I'm gonna do something good.
You gotta do something good. Like,
It's
that's
my
pretty
thing.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremy Howard, mint out of control dexterity game similar to throw a burrito, but with mints.
Excellent.
I dig it. Oh, hi Matt. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Ooh,
Upsize dispenser. Wow, they are just having a blast with these comments.
I love it. Maybe Kara can picture cats with backpack games. Oh,
Ooh.
I do have a game about cats with backpacks that we've been working on. Because obviously
You
I'm
must have cats
eccentric.
with backpacks. I'm
And
extremely eccentric.
I just think of things outside the box. And so, yeah, we'll talk
Mm-hmm.
about that one later because it would fit perfectly into a little mint
Oh,
size
perfect.
10. That'll be
Love it.
awesome.
Love
Pirates in a
it.
tin. That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
We did a podcast the other day, like that's scheduled to come out later. So, ooh, you guys get tea and spoilers and all that jazz, whatever. But we did a podcast, and they were pitching us silly games, and
Mm-hmm.
they asked us beforehand what the theme would be, and they're like, "Oh, do you want us to do mince games or whatever?" I'm like, no, tacos. Like,
Duh.
tacos.
Always
What?
tacos. Why is that like a question? It's always got to be tacos. Especially if they
About
like, ooh,
tacos.
I lost your sound there for a second. What was that?
I was gonna say that why would you ever pitch me something about mince when you could give me something about tacos?
Right? Especially if like the pitch is on a Tuesday, I'd be like, can you just bring the tacos with you?
Right, exactly.
Taco Tuesday. It's like the best
Okay.
thing ever. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So something that I like to, obviously it's ladies and tabletops, so we gotta kind of talk about it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What has been your experience as a lady in the tabletop publishing design community?
Oh man. I've actually just had amazing experiences. I have met such cool people. I really enjoy I try to do ladies and tabletop events actually at cons and things like that. I try to host a breakfast at cons.
I totally missed it at PAX.
Oh, did you? That's okay. It's early. Oh, and the PAX enforcers freaked out. They're like, why are all these people trying to come up with it before time? And I'm like, let them up, please.
That's hilarious. You're like, please.
I know. I was texting everybody. I'm like, just push on through. Become a security risk. You need your bagels.
Get the bagels. Yeah, like if I don't have to get up to go to work, I am not a morning person.
Mm-hmm.
So
I hear
yeah,
that.
it was not happening.
Yes. Well, see, like my perspective is I have to be standing at a booth for 8 hours today. I better get some dang good breakfast. And
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Get in
So
some carbs for some energy.
mm-hmm.
Last you through the day.
Yep. So we do that, and then I also I got to host one of the media mixers this last time. Did you get to go to that at PAX?
I don't know. Well, I didn't go to. Because I don't know. No.
No. Okay. So there was one.
Was
Okay.
like the most ridiculous way to answer. Like,
no, I was there. So, last year I went to PAX. PAX was my very first con last year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was very much brand new, didn't know anybody, was following people around. There was no booth, no nothing. It was like wide-eyed and just kind of taking it all in. And we stopped at this little bar, and it was because I'm a planner, and I like look ahead on everything. And it was called Tir na Nog. And I have read a lot of Celtic mythology, and I was like, we're going there. I don't care what we do when we're in Philly, but we're going to Tir na Nog because I want to. Again, very eccentric, right? Tacos and Celtic mythology. I don't know. I also
know
everything about the British royals. Just, I mean, anything. I can tell you anything. Anyways,
that might have to be like another like live chat. Just being like, so Harry and Meghan, I'm for it. Support yourself. Stay away from the horrible media.
Oh my gosh. I know. I have a few tangents that I can easily go on, but anyway, so we went there, and then this year they had the mixer there, and I was like, yes, I'm totally going all the time because there was a book series called the Iron Druid series, and it was all Celtic, and he was like an ancient and all. I like fantasy stuff, so
that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Let's go that.
Jeremy asked a really good question, so I don't want to miss it. He said, or asked, what would you like to accomplish in 2020 that you didn't achieve in 2019? Jeremy, awesome question. Rachel, go.
Holy crap.
I know, that's a solid question.
Deep. I mean, I'm looking down at it, and the last thing I see Jeremy said is what the best thing you had to eat on the road, and that seems like a way easier question.
I know. And then if you look like two below that, Brian announces to the world that I was hangry at PAX U, which is so true.
I understand. It's fine. I was keto at PAX U, so I was very hangry also. Okay, so something I didn't achieve. Oh my gosh, it was a crazy year. Like 2019 was way beyond anything that I ever expected. Something that I would like to achieve. I would like, I mean, is this like, it's like 11/11 and we can make a wish or what? Like, okay.
I mean, we just gotta wait like
if we're
longer,
wishing upon a star, I would like the Mint series in all 14 languages.
That would be solid.
Right? That'd be so cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be awesome. I mean, we are working really hard on getting all the translations in right now. And I mean, that's like such a cool thing. I remember when I was like, before I came on full time and I was just helping with customer service, I was like blown away. I'm like, this backer's from Kazakhstan. And oh my gosh, I had no idea we were sending Mintworks to Serbia. And like, it like blew my mind, the scope of all the addresses that I was looking at. It was just, that was so cool.
That's something that's like really cool. I feel like being out Kickstarter is like it reaches across the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
We actually, we hosted exchange students. Like, I have a lot of weird stories. I'm sorry.
I enjoy it.
It's so quirky. I'm so sorry. Okay. So we hosted a lot of exchange students.
Okay.
And one of our exchange students was recent enough that we were all into board games. And so he started playing board games with his friends when he went back to Norway.
Okay.
Then he was in the military and was playing board games with people. And they was playing some games with a guy, and they were just talking about how, oh yeah, when I was an exchange student in America, my host dad was a board game designer. And this guy was like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, lots of people make games, whatever. And then he's like, what did your dad make? And he's like, oh, Mintworks. And this guy, Norwegian, like, doesn't speak English at all. He goes, what? Wait, what? And he's like, Mintworks. And he's like, that is my number one, top of the list on my wish list, and I can't get it. And he sends us a message. And
you just like sent him 5 copies.
I so did. And
that's awesome.
He videoed him getting it. Like, and he like started crying and like hugged him and was all excited. I'm like, oh,
that's like cool. The coolest.
Oh, so
that's
cool.
The coolest.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Hey, Sean, I'm happy that we are providing you motivation while you do your workout.
Awesome.
Oh, it's pretty solid. That's a really cool story.
Yeah, it was so cool. I love that.
Awesome.
Yep.
I love it. So how long has 524 Labs been around then? Did it start 7 years ago, or is it like?
It's kind of where he like got into things. I think we incorporated in 2015.
Okay.
But yeah, that's when he sent away for paperwork and stuff from the basement. Like, we're still in the basement.
That's all right. We are too, obviously.
I know. Like, well, we were in the basement. Now I'm upstairs because I need sunlight more than he does. He can be like a troglodyte in the dark, and I can't.
I wouldn't be able to survive.
I know. I need to be able to see outside.
Okay that you're late. And
yes.
Katie, thank you for loving my laugh. I have a coworker that makes fun of it a lot.
Oh. You have a cool job.
Like my daytime gig?
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
I like watching your lives there. I'm like, yes, I want to buy a card just because Kara's awesome.
So the ones I do for our Acura store, I try to keep a little bit more like professional because it's an Acura store. But the ones I do for our Toyota store, those get a little bit more fun.
Nice.
But it's a really cool. It's cool job. I like it. I like the company I work for, and I love my boss. He's really awesome, and he lets me be creative and eccentric. So
that's awesome.
It's pretty solid.
Jeremy's behind the couch. I love where everybody is. They're like reporting in their location in their homes right now.
I love it. Brian's in the lazy boy in the corner, watching the stream. Thank you, Katie. I mean, I just accept it and I move on.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to think that I'm a weirdo.
Katie's legit. She is buff and she's military. She will take them out. She knows people.
She knows people. There you go.
She knows people.
I love it.
All your problems go away, Kara.
I love it. So this is so much fun. I'm having a great time. So we've already decided that like March 3rd, we're going to do another video. Yes. So it's done. Like Brian put it on the calendar. It's a thing.
Oh my gosh.
I love
That's
it.
Great.
So after Mint Control, what is next?
I don't know. I'm still quiet about that because I have some possibilities.
So there's things working that you can't talk about.
Like I have it's very strange. I can pick from this or this or this or this. And I'm just like, which one is the right one? So yes, we are still figuring that out. Thank goodness we have a few more months because it'll be here instantly anyway.
Right? It'll come up really fast. It always does. I'm like, no, I need more time, people. It's the best. It's the best. So, do you have any advice for people who are just starting out? So like my friend Megan that just popped in, she is working on her very first game. Do you have any advice for people like her?
Oh my gosh. So when I started getting into everything, I decided to make a local group for tabletop designers where I just kind of like teach the stuff that I know, because
I didn't know you were doing that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's called the Great Plains Tabletop Designers Network or something like that.
That's a
Anyways,
solid name.
yeah, I know we're legit, because I'm also part of a nonprofit here in Lincoln that is called the Great Plains Gaming Project, which we're just trying to get people to play more board games because there's a lot of cognitive and social benefits for that.
Yes. Yeah.
And we just went to Omaha Home for Boys and taught them, like I taught these kids just one. It was amazing. I mean, that I was like, please tell me please use inside jokes, because that is what party games are made for.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Jeremy said Mint Legacy, a 10-10 episodic minty adventure.
Wow.
Solid. There
Mint
you go.
Cats with Backpacks, Mint Social Deduction.
Yep, there we go.
Oh,
we're gonna
and
work
then
it all out for you.
I judged a board game design contest project for Atlanta School for Girls the other day.
Uh-huh.
And they were awesome. And they actually had a fantastic social deduction. They were middle school, early high school girls.
Awesome.
And I'm like, why has Bezier not made this yet? Like, it was a rethemed werewolf for high school, like called Lunch Break, and the popular kids. And then you were trying to get the kid that, like, you were, there was the teacher and then there was the bully, and nobody knew who the bully was until and they were trying to get the bully sent to detention, but everybody had to decide to convince the teacher to send a kid to detention. But what if that wasn't the actual bully? Oh my gosh, it was great.
Solid.
I know. I'm like, this is
I'm
genius.
here for it.
That's perfect. Oh, it was great. They had put so much thought into it. So, yes, it was great.
Yes, Brian, I fall asleep at playtesting events. Thanks for putting that on the internet.
Hey, yeah, I get it. Okay, what was the question? Crap.
We were talking about advice.
First timers. Okay, Fail Faster Playtesting Journal. Gabe Barrett's board game design handbook, whatever. I am constantly teaching out of that. I like to hit a lot of the Origins had some really, really great designer workshops that I got permission to record and then transcribed.
Solid.
And I was able to bring that back, and then I just am constantly looking for lots and lots of pieces. So let's see, end of this month, our university in town, when I went to go launch Mint Cooperative, since I am in my basement, I rented a co-working space, conference room to launch from, because I was trying to keep track of too many things, and I had my intern with me, and I was like, I want to make sure that I can see everything, and I had an HDMI cable all set up so that I could see the page going up on the TV, and I was trying to do all the things and go through all my lists at launch. And what I ended up doing was I had gotten this place, and the person who worked there was a business consultant that is paid by the university to help local people. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're about to launch a Kickstarter. Can I watch? And she was just in the corner watching as it all unfolded or whatever. And she watched the first hour, and then afterwards, she's like, "Can you teach a workshop for me?"
You're like, yeah, sure, I can do that.
And I was like, that sounds kind of fun. Talk to me like in 2 months. And then, next week or a week after, I'm doing the art of crowdfunding, where I'm
That's awesome.
teaching, a whole
That's
thing on
really
that.
cool.
I'm just trying to like tell people what I'm learning, because there's so much info. So much.
There's a lot.
Yeah. And there's so many different ways, and it's such a self-taught community, which is awesome, but also a little bit like reinventing the wheel all the time. And I hate that.
True.
I'm efficiency
Not
freak,
effective.
and I don't like to redo anything that has been done. It's like, just, if I'm going to do it, give me a guide and I can do it even better. I can make improvements, but I don't want to start from the ground up and redo it all. That just it's not effective.
No. No. I get it. And that'll really help people that are like really truly are starting at square one. They're like, I don't know where to even begin.
Right.
We've all been there.
Oh, Katie. I'm going to grow up to be just like Rachel.
Me too, Katie. Me too.
Joke's on you both. I didn't grow up.
Okay, I'm the girl over here that has a unicorn horn, so obviously I'm not growing up.
That is slightly fair, yes. You are right. My daughter, she's in 6th grade. She won't even do it, unicorns.
She what?
My daughter is in 6th grade. She won't even do unicorns, but I have tried to convince her that mermaids are real.
'Cause they are.
I mean, totally unexplored on the bottom. You know that they're smarter than us. We haven't found them. Oh, very nice.
How ridiculous this is, and I love it.
Oh my gosh, where did you get that?
You're going to love this. So in Ypsilanti, Michigan, where I am from, there is a store downtown called Unicorn Feed and Supply. And I walked in with my sister on Christmas Eve, and they have a giant, like, life-size unicorn. And I was, like, walking around looking at stuff, and the lady who owns it is like, can I glitter you? And I was like, yes, you can glitter me.
Of course.
Like, the glitter she used was, like, unicorn dreams or something. I was like, I'm a unicorn. I have a YouTube channel, and I do stuff about unicorns. And so I, like, had this on while I was doing a live video with her, and then I, of course, had to bring it home with me.
I think the moral of that entire story is that if anybody ever asks to glitter you, the answer is always yes.
It's always yes. Like, I don't know who you are, but yes.
Yes.
And she says it right here and right here. And so now I follow their page, and every time that she takes a picture when she's at work or they do unboxing videos, everyone has glitter, and I'm like,
that's fantastic.
The best place ever.
I love it.
So basically, at conventions, if you see someone wearing this, it's me.
Awesome. Hey, there is something to be said to be noticeable at conventions. It's like, could be a massive thing on your head, or it could be even your hair.
Right? I mean, it works. So, it
gets some attention.
I saw you at Zach's thing, and then I saw you later the next day, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's that girl who couldn't even stand up straight.
You're doing great. You're doing fine.
I don't remember. Like, you told me that you played that with me, and I'm like, I'm going to take your word for it.
Brian has pictures as proof.
I have seen pictures. I know that it's true in retrospect. But that was a long day, and I really liked the whiskey at that meetup.
Hey, man. Hey,
there are sometimes you gotta relax. Yes.
Yes. Katie, you can, of course, be a mermaid on the wall all the time. Whenever you want.
Of course. That is why we wear a bright orange shirt. That's awesome.
Exactly, Michael. Well. Like, I knew it was you guys. I saw the bright orange shirts. I had to go over.
Exactly.
I wear a lot of pink.
Did you happen to see at PAX U the guy who was wearing like a lime green suit, and then like he had light up glasses, and then he had like a mohawk that was green or something like that? Josh Hale, he does Meeple Gamers, and he goes around looking like that, and
that's awesome.
Everybody knows who he is.
That's awesome. I like it. Peter, I can't remember his last name. He always has the blue beard. You're like, oh, the guy with the blue beard. Like, yeah.
Peter Hayward. Yep.
There
Jelly Bean Games. Yep.
Exactly. You're like, oh yeah. Like, everyone's got to look.
Yep.
Brian wants to know, who do you look up to in the industry?
That is an easy one. Honestly, I mean, there's tons. Like, I could go on and on because that's who I am. I always go on and on. But right off the bat, Debbie Moynihan.
Yes.
She is fire. Like, that woman is. I have no idea how she does all the things she does, and she's a lot like me. Like, we are. I mean, White Wizard is a mammoth in my mind. I mean, she, like, did you just see their Star Realms foil pack that they just did, their Nova campaign? I mean, look that up. Like, they hit 500% in one day. It's crazy. And she also is one of those sisters that has 7 kids.
Those little kids.
She did PAX, and then she got home and got married, right? Like the 3 days after Christmas. I know. I'm like, I bow down. And then she calls me and she's like, Rachel, I know you're really organized and I really need some tips. And I'm like, I'm supposed to advise you. You just pulled that off and you think I have anything to show you? Like, what?
That's awesome.
She's incredible. So
I love it. I've got to admit that Star Realms is one of my favorite games, and I make Brian play it all the time.
It's good stuff.
Brian, did you back this? He's not paying attention to me.
He's like, of course I did.
He didn't. I'll be like, you need to back this for me. Like,
oh my gosh.
We bust that out all the time. I like deck builders, and it's an easy 2-person deck builder.
I think I am more into okay. I am really I'm much more into fantasy than star, like, space theme. And so I'm all about Hero Realms. I don't know. I'm like, it's hilarious because it's the same game, it's just a different theme, but
I don't know if I necessarily like care so much about the theming. I just really like how it plays. Right. And I like how it plays as a 2-player game.
Yes.
Like, sometimes, okay, I bet you're kind of like me, where like sometimes the packaging gets you. You're like, okay, I dig the packaging in that and I gotta get it. This was not one of those games where I was like, ooh, packaging, I must have. But when I read it, I was like, ooh, I must have. Like, I don't know.
Anytime I'm on Kickstarter, I'm what you just did. Oh, I must have.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's probably why I don't on Kickstarter often, because I probably would be like, I'm going to back this one and this one and this one and this one.
Speaking of, since you're not even sure if you got Star Realms, what have you guys backed this week? Or, I mean, like, month or whatever. I don't even.
Oh my gosh.
It's been mammoth this last week.
It's been nuts. So, Knife Tank, Dungeon Ball, Berry Mandarin, Goblin Teeth, Legends.
Oh my gosh.
So many games.
I had to budget myself because I could do this all day long. Like, I just want to support everybody, and I also want all the games. I can post a picture. I don't want to like mess with my janky camera lighting setup to show you what it looks like over there. It's amazing. Like, I'm gonna have to turn it around and take a picture, like, of what this looks like for after. But we have a lot. Like, we're collector status on board games. Like, 2 Calyxes, like, it's insane. But which is still not insane comparatively. But
it's amazing when, like, you see people's pictures and, like, just full bookcases, like a whole wall just full. Like, I feel like we have like, this bookcase over here, we have a stack over here, and then a bookcase over there. So, right. And I'm like, okay, but when I look at those, I'm like, oh, we have like nothing. We need to get more.
Yeah, I feel like Kickstarter, I have tried to, like, kind of rein it in. I want to keep it under $200 a month, which is still insane. insane to even think about that. But
sometimes you just gotta have it.
I know. So this week I absolutely was instantly in on Star Realms. I was all in on, good Lord, what? Oh, Oath.
Okay.
All in on Oath. And then I grabbed, because Return to Dark Tower was the same day as Oath. And, oh my, I was like, those are so expensive. It breaks my budget. So I did the $10 level so that I could go for the Kickstarter or the pledge manager on Dark Tower, so that next month I can use my budget next month to get it. I'm trying to be good.
I love it.
Very good.
I love it.
I know. I'm a good girl.
Michael wants to know: do you play D&D?
Oh, so many stories.
I feel like you do.
I do. And
you have some amazing campaigns that you're doing.
I have not played in a long time. But all of the stories, we recently got together for a friend's birthday party, and we hadn't gotten together in like 5 years, and everybody came. We're all sitting, we've all gone on to have more kids, and we've had all these things happen and life changes, and everybody's sitting around talking, and then sure enough, we start telling old D&D stories, and we're like, oh, that was a bad idea. Or we have all of these memories of, I just got shot in the knee by an arrow. Like,
I love it.
So many. And then we even started teaching our littles, and our littles, they, it's really, like I said, really good for social skills, because my 10-year-old who thinks that he can grief on Minecraft servers, and he can camp on all of the video, all the first person shooters. He's just like a troll. Like, my 10-year-old is a troll. So he decided that while we were getting our instructions from the gnome or whatever that was starting our adventure, he goes, I shoot the gnome. And I'm like, you what?
Like, jumping feet in, both feet first. I killed him.
No. You don't do that. Like, and he's like, well, I'm gonna shoot the gnome. I'm like, all right. And I look at my husband, and I'm like, hey, DM, he shoots the gnome. and Justin looks, and he's just like, the frustrated DM look, like, oh, why? And he goes, Eli, or what, like, that's my son's name. I don't remember what his actual character's name was, but he's like, so Eli, you shoot the gnome, and he is so surprised by this sudden act of hostility that he immediately recoils and snatches the artifact that he bestowed upon you at the beginning of this quest out of your hand and runs away. And I'm like, oh, you loved your artifact.
I like it.
And he's like, what? And I'm like, oh, that sucks. Maybe you shouldn't shoot friendly people.
Maybe you should think about things before you do it, buddy.
Maybe you should not be a troll. So this is a great life. I'm just saying.
I'm having a great time. Just chit-chatting, accepting that.
Yep.
Someone who's just like me, and I love it.
Yep. That's how it is. Michael's saying Foundation of Rome. So Foundation of Rome, I did not look into, but all I heard about it, and this is probably a horrible, horrible thing to say, and do not crucify me, because all I have heard about this is that it's a glorified Connect 4. I have nothing to back that up. Nothing. I have no knowledge of the game. I just heard that, and I was like, oh, interesting. I mean, I had already spent all my Kickstarter money, so I didn't even bother going to check. But that is literally the only thing I have heard about it, because I have not watched the lives. I honestly don't even know who the publisher is on it, and I usually know that kind of stuff. So that
I
is
mean, I'm
how.
looking at their campaign, and it would be a very intense Connect Four if that somehow works out to be Connect
Oh, well,
Four.
there you go. Okay, cool. Because, like I said, I have been deep
Arcane
in.
Wonders.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I've been deep in the throes of trying to set up a brand new homeschooling curriculum. So I
Yeah.
have been checked out. So, oh my God, Katie.
I love it.
No, I did not say that out loud. Nobody tell anybody.
Nobody
Ah,
say anything. I
my
mean,
poor.
they are at like 750 some odd % funded.
I mean,
So I mean,
if I could
it's
do
kind
that
of
with the
cool.
glorified Connect Four, I would do that all day long.
All right.
I mean, oh my gosh, I am a horrible person.
I mean, at least you're just speaking your mind and, you know, what you heard.
My lack of
And
mind
you
on
like
this.
you
Just
did
saying.
like start that out with this is just what you
Disclaimer.
heard. You've never seen it.
Disclaimer. I
Yeah,
don't know anything about the game. I just had one person say that to me. That's all.
yeah. And
That's my
as
scope
Brian
of
said,
knowledge.
we have never been at 700% funded, so it has to be cool. And I'm like, yeah, it probably is.
It is, I'm sure. There's a lot of cool, but there was a lot of cool that came out that day. I'm sorry that I did not go that route.
Right? Like sometimes you just gotta like juggle it. Which one's it gonna be? I don't know.
Nobody can like put that on YouTube like in a clip out. Like no. Mm-mm.
Brian, we're just gonna have you bleep out that whole bit.
Yes, that didn't happen. This isn't live, and that can be edited.
Right? Totally. No one needs to know.
Oh,
It's not real.
one of those days.
Yeah. All right. So, Rachel, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for being on my second episode. It's been awesome chatting with you. I love. Brian says I am not editing any videos. Punk.
I feel betrayed.
Right, exactly. So I thoroughly enjoyed chatting with you. Please chat with me again on March 3rd. Super pumped for that. Thank you for being an awesome lady in the gaming community that wants to help other awesome ladies.
Yes.
And I take it. Done.
Awesome.
Cool. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for commenting. And we will catch you all later. Bye, Katie. I want to meet you one day. You sound delightful. Bye. Maybe where's the mouse? Is on the other screen.
I mean, how do I turn it on?
I'm not losing my mind.
I mean, it does still say live.